Ken from Backcountry Nomad, and I'm here at the official start of the Colorado BDR. Here at Four Corners is the only place in the U.S. that you can actually stand in 4 states at the same time: New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, and Colorado. There's usually quite a line here to get your selfie taken. So getting ready to head out on the Colorado BDR. I'm in my Jeep. I'm not on a motorcycle. I'm actually traveling out with Dave. Dave's gonna meet up with me a little bit further up the trail, and we're gonna get started. So I know I promised y'all a special guest here to meet up with me on the Colorado BDR. And you know, I was gonna get Jay Leno, but Jay called me last night. He said, "Hey Ken, I'm not gonna make it. Do what you can to fill in." I said, "You know what? I got it covered." But I did find a guest.
Just Dave.
Just Dave's here.
That's all you get.
That's all you get. So it should be an interesting dynamic on this trip, because not only do we have 2 wheels, but we've got 4 wheels doing the BDR. This is not the official start of BDR, but what it is the beginning of where the blacktop turns to, looks like, gravel road. So what you got here, Dave? Man down.
Man down.
Man down.
Whew.
We just had a monsoon last night of water, which is making it pretty rough going for a big GS1250.
Yeah.
In this slippery mud. What about them mud tires?
Yeah.
Well, if they weren't mud tires, they're mud tires now.
Does it get worse up ahead, or?
Well, it's pretty consistent with this.
Hey, have a good day. What the hell did you get me into?
Poor Dave is having quite the challenge today out on the BDR with his big GS and his non-mud tires. I've actually got him on the comms right now with my redneck Cardo. Dave, can you hear me? Yeah. So I was just explaining to Dave after his 5-mile trek through clay, mud, wet hell that this GS1250, this is why you don't take a shotgun rabbit hunting. Dave, that car to the left looked like he had mad cow disease. He was getting ready to charge you, I think. There seems to be a whole bunch of free-roaming black Angus cows out here on the BDR. We're gonna see if Dave can go pat a cow. We're debating whether this is a good idea or not. I guess we're gonna have to read the emotions of the animal.
Maybe I should have left my helmet on.
Maybe he should have left his... I think maybe Dave should have left his helmet on to do this. Oh, they don't want anything to do with him, I don't think. Dave, just run up to him. Oh, look, those are females. They're milkers. Go milk, Dave. Go milk the cow.
No, there's probably some bull around waiting to... Oh!
Like, don't... Oh, geez, don't... I might have stepped... Oh, gosh. Try not to track it in the house. We've been having sort of this debate all day on the comms of, you know, so who's better equipped for this particular trip here? We've got Dave on his motorcycle, we've got Ken in his Jeep, and let me tell you, I ride motorcycles too, and you're not going to convince me that after today's turmoil, that taking a Jeep, at least today, wasn't the better option.
Today, definitely.
Today, maybe?
Yeah, we didn't have to pick up the Jeep, I don't think.
No,
once.
no, it didn't flip over. It didn't turn over upside down, so...
We did have to pick up
the bike 11 times.
7. Maybe it was 5.
I counted 13.
I think it was only 3. On, dog.
Moving on. So this is where officially the Colorado BDR meets part of the Trans-America Trail at this fork in the road here. We just stopped here to catch the quick view here at Mount, I don't know what it is. Quick pit stop, eat some yogurt, check out the view. How far in are we, Dave? About 60 miles?
Yeah. Yeah, 60 miles in. We're at this awesome view.
Late in the day, get off the gravel, back on the blacktop, but even with blacktop, we still got some absolutely amazing views. Heading into Telluride, gonna find a place to crash, get something to eat. Awesome day.
Yeah.
Double thumbs up, man.
Yep.
Just made some new Jeep friends. Talked Jeep for half hour.
Show you this. This is on a campsite.
It was just brought to our attention that that's the mountain that's on the beer can, so. Dispersed camping on the last dollar road just outside of Telluride. I do not recommend going to Telluride unless it's the middle of the week and you just need supplies. But man, that place is busy as hell. But we found a killer campsite here. Dispersed camping. Absolutely outstanding.
Then it just goes up into. My helmet keeps putting these lines through my head.
Dave's sitting down to a plate of bacon and eggs.
Yeah, with this view. Amazing.
We've got smell-o-vision going on here, so you guys can probably smell those sausages cooking, can't you?
When I'm overlanding, I tend to not always follow and sometimes divert from the outlined BDR route. I might take an occasional stop in an abandoned mine, or a ghost town, or some other diversion.
The Yankee Girl mine. Mine was one of the great silver mines and gold producers within the Red Mountain Mining District. Look in the rubble, you've got this winch line buried in there. You wonder what else is buried in there. Oh, there's the mine right there. Got it graded over. That's the winch that used to bring the ore up from the mine. These miners must have had nerves of steel, I'll tell you that. More than I got. Go down in the hole, hand fill one of those gravel carts. I guess when you find a vein of gold or silver, you chase it.
I would guess back in the 1970s or 80s, some poor unfortunate soul put his car down the cliff. I hope he wasn't actually driving it.
Alright, so we just ran into a fellow overlander who just gave us some really important information. He says that Corkscrew Pass...
Yeah, Corkscrew, I think Eugene
Pass is closed.
Said there was another one
So-
too that was closed, but...
We're going to work our way around, probably head down to Silverton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go up to Animus Forks,
Yeah,
and then go across.
and then we're going to hop back on the BDR.
Go across Cinnamon Pass.
And then we're going to try to actually backtrack. Because there's actually another place we want to stop up.
Yeah, there was another cool mine up there.
Yeah, so I don't know. A little change of plans, but we'll see how it works out.
Yeah.
Well, it is the end of day 2, and as we find ourselves at another dispersed campsite, Riverside, it would seem as though we have some basic amenities and a good place to call it a day.
Beautiful morning. Woke up just outside Silverton, Colorado with Jess Dave. Beautiful, beautiful campsite. We got in here last night We're all by ourselves.
Yeah.
Big open field. Nobody in sight.
Then the circus showed up.
The carnival came to town.
Oh my God.
11 o'clock at night, they all rolled in like a gypsy caravan. There's about 9 of them. My God. Breakfast of champions here at Camp Special K and Just Dave. Dave had some bacon earlier and some eggs, and I'm getting ready to dive into this. We've got some eggs and jumbo-sized, we'll call those man-sized sausages for a man-sized adventure today.
Yeah.
Well, getting day 3 underway, it would seem as though the elevations are getting significantly higher. The terrain is getting a bit more rugged. The drop-offs, well, some of them would stop your heart and take your breath away. Well, as you wind your way up the elevated trails and switchbacks up to Cinnamon Pass, many of the roads are still covered in snow all the way through summer.
Made it! Here we go!
Seem as though several other ADV riders and overlanders had the same idea we had.
So after a pretty long and grueling day on section 2, we buttoned that up. We did Cinnamon Pass. That pretty much kicked the crap out of Dave today. He grabbed a hotel in Lakeville.
Well, end of day 3, and I'm pretty much wrapping it up. I found myself a campsite for the night. If you find value in the content that we provide, please consider becoming a subscriber to the channel. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure you check back real soon for part 2 of the Colorado BDR.